C3 minus B3C2, comma, my B3C1 minus my B1C3, comma, my B1C2 minus B2C1. However, if I dive in here and actually compute my A crossed with B cross C, that's going to give me this. I bar, J bar, K bar. Shoot, I'm losing it. You guys are so quiet. Is something up?
Well,
Well, what?
Why did you change your vector matrix?
I'm sorry, what was that?
You gotta.
What are you doing?
You gotta turn.
Thank you. When I graded this stuff last night, I was having the same darn question. I was getting so confused. The organization's all over the place. And these aren't equal to each other, are they? I mean, listen. The cross product of these two vectors, does that give you another vector, yes or no?
yes.
Yes or no?
Yes. That's
I think the answer is irrelevant. These aren't vectors.
What?
Yeah, label them vectors.
Thank you. And I didn't. Or shall I say, many of you didn't. Come over here. I'm trying to prove this. Do not state what you're trying to prove. That's begging the question, right? Secondly, is this equal to that? Then that means to me it's completely disorganized. I think what you guys meant to do, what I meant for you to do, what I expect you to do is what you did in, gosh, what was that second favorite math class you took? Math?
D.
Your second favorite?
Geometry.
Math
What is
8.
a good one? Math 8?
What? It's math 8.
Trigonometry.
Trig identities
Oh,
or identity
oh,
proofs.
To verify trigger or to prove a theorem that one thing is always equal to another, here's what you do. You start with what you see on the left-hand side. My glasses are off. Tell me if I'm making a mistake. You massage it. Have a sequence of equal signs to show me, the reader, they're all equal to each other. I'm taking all these breaks, jumping all over the place. And then your conclusion, your punchline should be whatever your destination expression is. A bar dot B bar is a times C bar, et cetera, et cetera. Do you guys see my point? That's your. I mean, we have an exam next.
What if you can?
Friday.
What if you can massage both sides into the same equation?
Yeah, you
You
go
know
have.
what? I do that a lot, but when I do that, I maintain my organizational skills by I massages. I take a break. I stop.
So
Give
if
yourself
I
plenty of break. Down here, start going backwards, like you're suggesting.
so if I solved that side, and then I said since, and I solved the other side, and I said since the two are equal to one another, therefore,
That's somewhat
equal.
okay. I still think it's clunky.
okay,
It's better, but it's not best. And
Okay.
besides, Brad, if you're going to do that,
yeah.
why not do what you said?
It's
Start
just-
with one side and stop, and just start with this
There's
side.
only
Down
so
here,
much
blah, blah,
room
blah.
on the paper to.
I know, but to the reader,
Yeah.
you want this to be aesthetically pleasing to the
Yeah.
eye. Mathematics is not proving things correctly. Mathematics is proving it correctly and making it aesthetically pleasing. And there's an art to that, I've got to confess.
Okay.
Many times as a university student, I would prove theorems to my professors, and I'd be hacked away, even though it was perfectly correct, because it's just so clunky. And when I'm looking at this last night, I saw a lot of clunkiness. I'm just going to say that before you yell at me when I turn these back. And I'm still, you guys working on things. I apologize for being so horrible. I'm just not there. Catherine? No, nobody's going to test up who they are. James? Oh, thank you. Joey. I know Joey. Joey. Raph? We're at 50% now. We're at 50% people showing up. Aaron Cove? Aaron? No, we're below 50% again. Tony? Tony. Connor? Zach. Who's Zach? Zach here. Madeline. I don't see Caleb. Caleb, right there. No Jason. Justin? Justin. Ricardo. Ricardo. Adam Nealon? Adam? Jared, are you going over to the table right after this class or not?
Over to the table.
For the math class?
Oh, yes. I can,
Okay.
if you guys need me. But yeah, I'll be there till, I have to leave to get my brother at school at 3.
Okay.
So
okay.
from after class till 3,
So-
that's the max range I can do.
Okay.
Do you want, like, all this extra side work here, do you want that done on the side? Or do you want, like, put like a little aside or something?
When are you going to
I was planning on doing a little bit of chemistry work because I'm really behind in that
Okay, that's fine.
beforehand, but we can talk after.
She and I are going over at
the
2
2,
o'clock, you're right.
but we have a table talk.
I guess I'll just have to wait till we get there.
Because I see how you did it and you did it all in your head, but I like to, write it out so I can see it with the
True,
determinants.
it's still very jumpy, and I'm kind of looking to saying, are these equal to each other?
Yeah, I know, I was a little concerned
by the
about
way,
that when I did it.
Shoot, who did this? Gauss did what you were trying to do.
Yeah.
Gauss was trying to find a mathematical system where you get 3 roots that are same magnitude. And I'm not sure why you're talking about complex numbers.
Well, they're not. It's I, J, and K are the
I, J, and K,
values in the
I, J, and
vector.
K, bar.
Bar.
Sorry, Brad. I'm just attacking notation.
Well, Gauss did it, and he's a genius, so it's...
No, I was teasing because he was working on complex numbers.
You said this wasn't equal, like, it's the cross product.
No, that's sequence. The sequence is equal numbers.
We don't even, you know I did, but I don't see my notebook anyway.
I see the vector notation.
Probably.
Aaron, you were my prodigy. Did you see my point? I know, but I see no vector notation. I just see a sequence of vectors. Do you see my point?
Hey, Valley Guy, I see a conspicuous absence of my comp book.
I already got nailed for 10 points. It said I didn't take that a priority.
20 points now.
Andrew, Patty, Andrew. Kelly, Paul, Kelly.
I mean, that's where my quiz is.
I don't know why that's.
This one that you're turning in right now. It's inside my comp book, yeah.
Yeah, if you want to look at that.
Well,
You actually said it to me once.
and then I actually went out of my way and put take home quiz number 1.
And I'm sorry, only because it
Yeah.
was up last night. Nailed for 10.
If it's anything, the book doesn't put a bar over these I's and J's.
I challenge you to show me that. Challenge me.
bold them though.
Oh, okay. Remember in class, Bradley, I said, I would
Emboldened
like to
some?
boldface these, but I can't because I'm in front of the class on an ink board.
Oh, okay, so that's what they mean when they're bolding them. All right. I could use a Sharpie, yeah.
I'm sure the next professor will really appreciate that.
Or a crayon.
You said you don't care when you do like hats or bars or whatever.
Well, true, whatever your notation is, but it's got to be some notation. Show me something.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure, because like, those ones, because they're univectors, they're actually supposed to have hats over them.
Yes, you're right. I've just seen people use the same notation for every period.
All right.
That's what I'm saying.
Emboldened
I understand. Sydney? Sydney.
wife hurt? No.
I'm just talking to Eric. Austin Taylor. Austin. You're welcome.
Wait,
Andrew Tucker. Andrew.
you have to stipulate that it's the X component, the Y component, so you can.
Quinn.
I just left it as the thing all the way through.
And it's just like making confusing for me to do that.
It was, yeah, the parentheses around them.
Michael
Make it a
Westby.
little more clear.
Michael.
It was really confusing.
Yeah, that's why I split it up like this, so I can see it. Wait, so wait, hold on. So you put like, you circle G's and you see meaningful, like, it's the X, Y, and Z components. Should I put component?
Yeah. I thought we got to check this out. I'm looking at
This is the one where it's actually an 18.5, right?
I don't know how to relate it.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the same thing.
What is this?
But you see
Oh,
my
so
it
you
means
want
you're-
me to rewrite those and flip them around,
It's
okay.
very disjoint in terms
It's
of
not pleasing
organization,
enough.
or in terms of, I shouldn't say
Um,
organization, in terms of the flow of the argument. Do you see that?
I don't, I just don't know.
That's where I dotted it, and that's where I crossed it.
Now here, this is pretty good. I like this, that's why you got such high school. It would have been really nice. I have to put it
What do you give you?
I think it's an 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay. Did you?
I did the same thing you did, it looks
Okay.
like.
Do you know
It's
why
sort of like,
that's,
once I have to really
that's
start
not
thinking,
true?
then I start thinking.
What is it?
He doesn't want you to put an equals inside of something else, he wants you to,
And then
there's
I
no
think
equal
maybe
sign
probably
there.
question mark, like-
and so he wants you to just do this, like,
And then you
Well,
underline
what, do I
divide.
just draw an arrow, or like what do I gotta show something that this goes to this.
right,
Line.
like block it off somehow, and just write aside, and then solve that,
I look away.
and then set the solution equal
A
to.
lot of marks like that are just because I get interrupted.
Okay.
It's just like, whatever.
Oh, sorry. Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay.
I suppose I can ask him in the booth.
Yeah,
I'm okay with equals.
Yep.
How does it come down?
you work in the booth today?
What do you mean?
I think so.
I think I'm there tomorrow afternoon.
Do you know exactly what?
What did I do?
Yeah.
Because this is like my first like official semester,
I have,
or like
Oh.
year.
From here, I did.
Like
think-
like what you do
Good
at the club is but
You're right.
I'm not really sure.
You said, let me just.
I've never done the club thing before, it's just, you know,
And then the other piece, oh, let me crank out the other piece.
it looks good on a transcript.
okay, so it shows one transcript.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
But, like, apparently we do things, we fundraise, and then we, you know, take trips to, you know,
That equals that.
mathematical
Okay. So or I could
institutions.
just write it
And
in English.
Okay.
now
I think we
so
go
you
to
can
Stanford to see the
Could do that.
Hadron Collider.
Oh, really? Oh,
You're right, you could have been clearer.
Oh yeah, he did mention something about that.
Yeah.
Time.
Oh, yes, emphatically.
And then, what about these ones? Is that just falling from his office?
No, here,
Everybody line up.
I didn't put that, yeah, this is.
I know you didn't say English, but my point is, when I was reading all of it, trying to say, I can't figure out.
So put a break there.
This is like the coolest pencil ever.
I can figure it out.
It's retractable,
I'm saying I'm pretending I'm.
the eraser, you can extend the size.
I'm pretending I'm
To
a
fit.
who's reading a Math 32.
This thing's so
Doesn't
cool.
actually know what's going on.
It's worth the $5.
No, I know.
I
It's
bought
just
this
kind
one
of
for
funny
like
the way you
$10.
said
I'm like, I'm gonna buy myself a nice pencil and then not lose it. And then I realized the eraser
Yeah.
is well, it's really small to start off
When
with,
did you
but
get
whatever. But then it's like this really.
When did you get, I mean, I don't remember when.
Yeah,
Like I have a special order.
Yeah, we got them on Friday, turned it in on Monday, so you're good. That one's not.
that's why you go with the Bic, because you can get those anywhere.
It's like,
Yeah, I'm impressed with this thing. I went and bought one of those icy pencils or whatever they're called. They have these icy pencils that are like $1.98 over at the bookstore.
Oh, okay.
They're terrible. I was writing, and every time I
Well,
wrote,
you
it
could
would
just show up
break
for
because of
class
the way
early.
it was.
Class
There was a
doesn't
flaw in
start
the
till 11.
design.
I
That's
bought
it.
a pencil
I can do that.
at the bookstore last year, and it had the problem was the chambers
So,
of the pencil
are we
was
getting
too
X
wide,
back?
like 3 times
Yeah.
so
Because
much, so
if you don't turn in the second
breaks
quiz
the
today,
inside.
you're late on another quiz.
So you go to the
This
keyboard.
would be like a
It was terrible.
That's
you
horrible.
turn in a quiz Monday, you have today to turn it back, and I still don't have my red comp book back.
Right, that's the only quiz I've been great to.
So, no, but we turned in a quiz on Monday. Oh, this was the one that was turned in on Monday, wasn't it? Okay. So, okay, never mind. I was thinking, okay, so does that mean you're 2 days late on one quiz, though?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, if I'm late, you get the 10 points.
Oh, I thought you said it's 10 points per day that you're.
No, for exams, that's true, only for exams.
Okay.
So, you guys, do you know where we're at? I mean, do you want me to next Friday double up on the class quiz with a take-home?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah,
Everybody?
yeah.
Everybody?
Universally, yeah, because your take-homes are so
we have no
easy.
quiz next Friday, we have,
An exam.
thank you.
All right.
Oh, I thought you meant like
But-
this Friday. Okay.
You can still give us a take-home quiz.
That's true, but I asked you, should I give you an in-class and take-home?
No.
This is quiz Linda? This is quiz,
That was quiz 4. It's quiz 4, take-home quiz 3. The one that we just turned in.
I think yeah, it was
so
quiz
this is
4 that we
quiz
just
number
turned in.
3.
We turned in 4.
Where's quiz 2? Oh, okay. That's like.
Thank you. But you guys, you're all aware we do have the exam next Friday. What it covers, I don't know. I'm not even gonna make that decision. I don't write it till this weekend, so I'm gonna see where I'm at on Friday when I finish class, and we can talk about it if you want. And then I'll look ahead and see what I'm gonna cover on Monday, and whatever I cover on Monday is the end of the exam material, right? Because whatever I cover on Wednesday of next week is not on the exam. So we all know where we're at. Well, globally, not specifically in terms of what section that is.
We're at Sierra College.
And then planes and stuff.
Just vectors for the most part. I know,
Yeah.
there's no there's no real well, we did a little calculus in this quiz. I snuck it and I forced the issue.
The three-dimensional suspension problems.
Yeah, that's.
Could you maybe go over one of those sometime before we have
Absolutely.
the quiz? All right.
Piece of cake.
Can we have a practice exam, like, before, so we know what to expect, like.
Or can you post?
I'm being really on, I really don't have any time. What I
Can you
could do
post
is this.
past ones?
I could post a past exam,
Yeah,
but I'm always nervous about doing this. Because I have students say, oh, this is what I'm gonna study for. These few questions. It's just an example to show you what kind of questions I ask, or I should say, how I ask my questions. And if certainly if they pertain to what we're doing right now, of course, good candidate. But exams are nothing more than lousy lotteries. Because you need to come to class and know everything, but I can't test you on everything. Particularly this semester, because you guys are taking such a short period of class for the class. So keep that in mind, right? Okay. It's quite all right.
Sorry.
I kick you almost every day, don't I?
Well, I do have a size 15 shoe, so.
Good, I was hoping you wouldn't blame it on me. So, you guys, can I continue my discussion? Jeepers. Can I discontinue? Yes, are there any other towels in there? Hey, would you mind? Thank you very much, Catherine.
Oh,
Right.
what was the answer to the take-home or to the take-home quiz?
Yeah.
Can you just put the answer up there so we can see if we got it right?
I made the quiz up at dinner. I have no idea what the answers are.
Well, you can do it all in your head, right?
I was like,
Actually, I can maybe.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Well, you guys, I'm being honest. I don't remember.
You missed a closing parenthesis.
Thank you. Catherine, thanks so much.
it was both 2t plus 3 on the bottom. No, t squared plus
And-
2t plus 3.
The middle.
And where's the?
Y
Middle, bottom.
Y
There you go.
plus.
Plus, that's a plus.
Is it really proper form to put the dt right there?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, the middle term has problems out there.
You know what, you
Yes,
guys?
it does.
There's 2 quizzes so far that has written the way I have it written.
Oh, well, never mind.
But oh no.
Jeepers, I'm just doing awful. I'm so sorry, I can't even.
So
Here's what I'm reading. This crap.
here's the one you wrote down. If you want to check it.
Alright, these are minus 2t plus 4.
Yeah.
The same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, the same thing. Everybody, if this is R bar T, then let's integrate the darn thing. Let's integrate the darn thing.
U equals sine hyperbolic of.
ln of t plus root t squared.
Or you can do that.
Can you show your work?
What's that?
Can you show your work?
Can I show my work? It's a CT.
You're having a hard time with parentheses, right?
Am I having a hard time with print? I am, Bradley. And, you guys, check this out. If U is equal to natural log of stuff,
And that's equal
now
to.
personally I don't do it this way, but let me show you the way you probably do it. You pay the consequence of your actions, and compute du. But to differentiate the log of anything is 1 over that thing. Do you guys agree? But
Well,
chain rule says multiply that by what the heck you were taking the log of. I think that would be 1 plus. Is that a t over root t squared plus 1?
so what if we stated that u, which is the natural log of t plus root t plus or t squared plus 1, is equal to the sine inverse or sine hyperbolic inverse?
That's
of
the way
t?
I did it.
Yeah.
You guys, I'm not going to do this work in my head. When I wrote this answer down, I was just simply saying to myself, that's inverse hyperbolic sine. 1 over this is a derivative. So integrating 1 over inverse hyperbolic gives me natural log of inverse hyperbolic. I just wrote it back in natural log form. That's why I maintain just write down the answer.
Okay.
But if you want to make a use of it, I'll clean this mess up.
So you don't mind if we just jump to that point and we don't actually show that we're using the
I
sine
feel so proud if you
inverse?
jumped to that point.
Okay.
Okay, you guys, it's a mess. I guess I can combine these 2 fractions into a single fraction whose denominator is what you see in black. So his numerator is oh, check this out. In blue. Shoot, I get complete cancellation. I'm merely left with what's in black. Don't you guys agree?
Mhm.
So even if I really didn't want to show my steps, there is. And so I think the first one we're done. As far as the second one's concerned, okay, you guys, I'll be honest, I gotta slow them. And I need to dive in. And as far as the second interval is concerned, wouldn't you guys agree that if I had this instead, I want a yes or no answer. I know I'm making a mistake, but yes or no answer. Would that be a 100% absolute piece of cake?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just one, anti-differential discontinuity. It's so nice, I just think I'll keep it. If you want something in mathematics, a lot of times it's forced to exist. I gotta compensate for my actions. I think I gotta add on a t squared minus 2t plus 3, or my numerator compensates for what I've done, but that's simply gonna be, is it a 4t? Is that gonna be a minus 6?
Mhm.
At least as a proper rational expression, and they're just easier to handle. So let's just handle it. This is t squared minus 2t plus 3 over same darn stuff. I know I'm writing too much. And plus my 4t minus 4 over t squared minus 2t plus 3. What's that?
Well, you have to add another integral in there because you
Oh,
change the
okay,
numerator.
everybody, I made a mistake. But you know what? I like what I wrote because that's the derivative of what's downstairs. Okay, so it's not legal. I'll fix my goofy little mistake, I'll compensate. Is it a plus and negative two over stuff? So do you guys appreciate, I'm just adding these funky little forms of zero. And I think in the end, I'm merely left with the integral of a 1 plus, is that a 2 times stuff?
2 natural log of t squared minus 2t
Yeah, what you're
plus
really
3.
saying is this, that's a piece of cake that
Yeah.
you anti-differentiate.
Oh.
You see it.
So,
It's a natural log of t squared minus 2t.
do you like us to put our constants inside the vector or outside the vector?
It's entirely up to you.
Okay.
Piece of cake. Oh, you're right, I missed the other one. So I guess I gotta come back and finish up. What did I do with the other one? I just got a minus 2 times 1 over quantity squared. Or shall we say that we really have minus, I lost it, sorry, minus, yes, which reduces to root 2. Tangent inverse. Well, t minus 1 over.
Mhm.
And parentheses, is that what you're looking for? Oh, plus C.
You guys there? It's not bad, is it?
Mm-mm.
What about the last one? What would you do with the last one?
Sine
Trick
sub?
section.
Yeah, trig substitution. Maybe, like
Sine.
you said, sine would definitely work right. So, do you mind if I don't write this in?
Okay.
It's over there. I'm trying to save myself time.
So let's say theoretically I copied the problem from the board wrong and thus did everything right on the one that I copied. But there was no middle part on the one that I copied, it was only the end part.
What do you mean? What?
Okay, the 1 plus, there's no middle part. No, go down one line. Yes, there would be no need for that part because I accidentally copied it wrong.
That'll
I
hurt
did-
a little more because I wanted to see that. I wanted to see that you're looking at the numerator to be the denominator.
Okay.
So I think that emission is going to cost a little more than some of the silly emission.
Oh,
Only because I wanted to see that work.
okay. I mean, I did everything else, just
I know.
I accidentally put a plus, I think, instead of a minus on the 2, so there was no need to.
Eric, I know you don't know me in class, but I promise I'll type your exam.
Okay.
Was that for value signs if you forgot those? How much,
Oh, you'll never forget those.
if we
Not
haven't
today.
even forgotten them, how much would that be off?
So,
In this quiz, because it's so much work, I have a point.
so here's what I'm wondering. Doesn't the natural log have to be positive?
Yeah, shouldn't be coincidence. Absolutely such.
Why?
I thought the natural log couldn't be negative.
Sure you can.
Oh no, it's what's inside of the natural log.
No,
can't be
that's
negative.
different.
All right,
That's
never
different.
mind.
That's different. I think
I
the
screwed
output
up.
could be negative. So I do not think these absolute value bars are superfluous. I do think they're essential through the anti-differentiation process.
Yeah.
Should the parentheses be?
No, only because what you started with already had parentheses. And besides that, check this out, watch. The square root of t squared is,
Always positive.
well, the absolute value of t is always positive. Oh, but shoot, that's a little bit bigger than that. So I think it's a little bigger than t. And so I think we're not going to have to worry about it. If this is always positive, it's bigger than this, and the absolute value is always going to be positive.
And also, should we do natural?
If you insist, I just brought it upstairs
Oh.
with my basic property
Yeah.
algorithms.
Is inverse hyperbolic sine ever negative?
Yes. It is.
Are you gonna be hard on like neatness? 'Cause mine wasn't super neat, but it was like you could.
You know what? There's something I was going to address eventually. For take-home quizzes, I'm going to start being more harsh. Yeah,
For
for take-home. Only because you have so much time, I want something really polished.
Okay. I'm gonna write that.
Do you guys mind if I don't finish the last one?
Yeah, do you know the answer? Can you just put it up there? So, I think it was negative
Hold on, don't say it yet. Don't say it.
cotangent
like blue.
Yes.
Is that what you
Awesome.
got?
Yes,
That's what I
got,
like in
yeah.
my head.
Plus C. All right.
Happier?
Happy.
So have we all demonstrated we're experts at Math 31? We're integrating machines.
For like to see any component or like
I think it looks so much nicer on the outside. Yeah, on the outside in this case.
I was gonna ask the same thing, can you pull the C out of the vector, basically?
I think in this example, it would look nicer if we did that. So maybe at the end of the vector, say plus C bar.
Do you have to state, like, because what I did is each vector, I had a C1 for the first one, C2 for the second one, C3 for the third one, and then I stated that C bar was equal to the vector of C1,
Yeah,
C2,
that's fine,
C3.
that's fine. Or maybe you
Okay.
can put C bar at all, and you can just send C1, C2, and C3, C4.
Okay.
Anybody else? Okay, if there's nobody else, let's come back to